Have you ever wondered why some people seem to improve effortlessly while others struggle to make progress? The secret isn't motivation or willpower, it's habits. Today, we'll explore Atomic Habits by James Clear, a book that reveals how small changes can lead to massive results. The power of tiny changes. The core idea of Atomic Habits is simple: small, consistent improvements compound over time. Just like a drop of water doesn't seem significant at first, tiny habits accumulate and create powerful change. Imagine trying to improve just 1% every day. At first, the difference seems negligible, but over time, those tiny gains build into something extraordinary. If you improve by just 1% daily, you won't just be a little better, you'll be 37 times better in a year. Most people underestimate the power of small habits. They think change has to be dramatic to be effective. But real progress happens in the background, unnoticed at first. Think about how ice melts. At 25 degrees Celsius, nothing happens. At 26 degrees Celsius, still nothing. But once it reaches 32 degrees Celsius, everything changes. Progress isn't always linear, it's often invisible until it suddenly compounds into something big. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that effort isn't paying off when we don't see immediate results. But real change is like a seed growing underground before breaking through the surface. If you stay consistent, you'll reach a tipping point where progress becomes undeniable. Identity-based habits. Rather than focusing on goals, focus on identity. Instead of saying, "I want to run a marathon," say, "I am a runner." Instead of aiming to write a book, see yourself as a writer. When you shift your identity, your habits will naturally follow. Every action you take is a vote for the person you wish to become. If you want to be fit, each time you exercise, you're reinforcing that identity. If you want to be productive, each time you avoid procrastination, you're proving to yourself that you are someone who gets things done. Changing your identity isn't about pretending, it's about aligning your actions with the person you aspire to be. The more evidence you gather through small habits, the more naturally your identity shifts. The 4 laws of behavior change. James Clear presents a framework to build good habits and break bad ones. It consists of 4 laws. Make it obvious. Set cues for your habits, like placing your running shoes by the door so you see them every morning. Make it attractive. Pair habits with something you enjoy, like listening to your favorite podcast while working out. Make it easy. Reduce friction. Prepare your gym clothes the night before or leave your book on your pillow to encourage nighttime reading. Make it satisfying. Reward yourself in small ways, reinforcing the habit loop and making it easier to stick with over time. These principles help habits stick because they take advantage of how the brain naturally works. The easier and more appealing a habit is, the more likely you are to repeat it. By reversing these rules, you can also break bad habits, make them invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. The power of the environment. Your environment plays a bigger role in shaping your behavior than willpower does. If you want to make a change, adjust your surroundings. If you want to eat healthier, keep nutritious snacks within reach. If you want to read more, place books in visible spots instead of hiding them in a drawer. The idea is simple: make good habits easy and bad habits hard. By designing your environment in a way that supports your goals, you make success inevitable. Many people believe they lack willpower, when in reality, they are just surrounded by the wrong cues. The more you design your environment to support your habits, the less effort you'll need to maintain them. Habit stacking. A powerful way to build new habits is by linking them to existing ones. This is called habit stacking. Instead of trying to create a brand new routine from scratch, attach your new habit to something you already do. For example, after brushing your teeth, do 5 push-ups. After pouring your morning coffee, write down one thing you're grateful for. These small links help habits become a natural part of your day. Over time, habit stacking can lead to powerful morning routines, evening rituals, and productivity systems that work seamlessly without effort. Discipline and consistency. We often think success requires extreme discipline, but in reality, it's about consistency. Motivation fluctuates, but systems create stability. The people who succeed aren't necessarily the most disciplined, they're the ones who have structured their lives in a way that makes good habits easy to maintain. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself, it's about designing your life in a way that makes success the default outcome. Discipline becomes effortless when the right habits are in place. Instead of relying on willpower, you rely on a structure that naturally pulls you toward progress. The Goldilocks rule. James Clear explains that habits stick best when they're challenging but not impossible. If something is too easy, you get bored. If it's too hard, you get discouraged. The sweet spot is just beyond your current ability, where growth happens. This is why people stay engaged when they feel like they're making progress, but not if they're stuck doing something that feels either too difficult or too simple. By staying in this optimal zone of difficulty, you ensure that habits remain exciting and that you continue progressing without burning out. Never miss twice? We all slip up. But what matters is not letting one missed habit turn into a streak. If you miss one workout, get back on track immediately. The key to lasting change is persistence, not perfection. One missed habit won't ruin your progress, but consistently skipping will. The goal is not to be perfect, the goal is to never let a small mistake turn into a long-term failure. One trick to avoid missing twice is to have a plan in place. If you miss your morning workout, schedule an evening one. If you forget to read today, read double tomorrow. Small adjustments keep momentum alive. The compound effect of small habits. When you start small, it feels insignificant. But as time passes, the effects multiply. Think of it like interest in a bank account, small deposits grow into significant wealth. The same happens with habits. The key is patience. Most people give up before they see results, but those who stick with it eventually reach a breakthrough moment. Think of a bamboo plant. It spends years growing roots before breaking through the surface. But once it does, it grows rapidly. The same happens with habits. Results may not be visible at first, but persistence leads to exponential growth. Conclusion? The small choices you make today shape your future. Tiny habits may seem insignificant, but over time, they lead to massive transformation. Start small, stay consistent, and become the person you want to be. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step in the right direction. As James Clear says, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and see you in another next level video.